My next guest takes on Jared Gordon coming up here at UFC Fight Night 126 on February 18th. It is Diego Ferreira joining me here on the program for the very first time. Diego, how are you?
Good. I appreciate you guys to do this interview with me, and really good right now. Finished the weekend, super excited for the fight.
Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup. And it's been a while since we've seen you in the cage. Of course, you haven't fought since January 2016. For those who don't know, what's sort of been the reason for the layoff?
The problem with USADA, the most of the time, that's what the fighters right now having problem. And that's my first year, learning and getting everything ready. I think the little mistakes, with the supplement I did, I don't know, but it's not my fault, but it's learning experience, just learning about USADA and everything.
Okay, and how was it dealing with USADA? Were they pretty good about everything, just keeping you in the loop?
Yeah, it's pretty good. They've been coming and testing me every another week with the suspension, and I don't have nothing to hide in. He's still sometimes still coming from nowhere, but just try to do my job and be clear in everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, the last time we saw you, you got that big win over Olivier Aubin-Mercier, guy I know quite well because he's up here in Canada. How happy were you with that victory? Because he was, he's a pretty big prospect.
Yeah, I got very happy, because I came from 2 losses, from 2 southpaws, and I put a lot of effort on that fight, a lot of training, a lot of focus. And I knew that he gonna be a super experienced guy and really smart with his ground game and his strike, and I keep it real focused and training really hard every day.
Excellent. And of course, it's been a while, like I said, since we've seen you. What do you feel like you've improved on the most in the gym since the last time we saw you fight?
I improved a lot in my strike. My jiu-jitsu game I've been working into, but I think my wrestling and my my striking, that is the most I've been put a lot of time. I put a lot of effort. This 2 years I've been around training with a lot of different people, and thank God I never got hurt or anything. And I got a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, and I'm super excited.
Yeah, and of course you got a big matchup here against Jared Gordon, who looked great in his UFC debut. How do you feel like you match up against him in this fight?
I think it's a good match between me and him, and he's a strong guy, he's real aggressive. I need somebody like that to be back on the cage again, and feel the pressure, the push. I think that's gonna be a good match, and especially on Texas, fighting in Texas, that will be a really good match for me.
Yeah, it certainly will be. And of course, I know a lot of your teammates have fights coming up. I just talked to Damon Jackson an hour ago. I know you got Steven Peterson, who's also on this card. How much does that help, having guys also getting ready for fights the same time you are?
It helped a lot because we getting ready. We've been putting a lot of time. I've been there the last weeks, and now I'm back home, finished the diet, and everything. But it's really intense in the gym. We're putting a lot of time. We have a lot of bodies, and those guys we train hard every single day. That's what it is good for us and good for the gym and good for the team, because we train together, stay the whole time over there and working a hustle every day.
Yeah, I can tell. And how's the weight cut going? We're a couple weeks away from this fight. Everything on point?
Everything on point, it's really good. Right now, I have my dietitian. I have my wife helping me out on everything. I have my prep food, my food preps. It's everything lined up pretty good. I'm really excited to get there, and performance to really how I accept.
Yeah, no, I understand. And February 18th, how do you see this fight sort of playing out with you and Jared Gordon?
I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be more like a brawler fight. Go put everything on inside the cage, and we gonna throw everything we can because he's the type of guy moving forward all the time, and I'm not that type of guy to move step back, and I think we're gonna put a really good fight and really to throw down everything we can to get the win for this fight.
And I know you're not looking past Jared here, but I imagine you want to keep pretty active this year just with the fact you had a long layoff. When are you looking to get back in there, assuming you go in there and get a quick win?
I hope I get this win fast with no injury or no anything. Just get back probably 2 or 3 months again and get ready, fix it what we have to fix it, and I'll be back as soon as I can because I want to get there. I want to get to top 5, top 10 for sure to the end the next year.
Excellent. And last question for you here. We talked all about, you're fighting and training and everything like that. What do you like doing on your downtime when you get that little bit of free time? I'm sure you're hanging out with the family, but are you watching any, Netflix, any TV, playing any video games? What would I find you doing?
I find to do ride my bike, spend time with my wife, my kids. That's the most things I like to do. And be at the gym, it's my job, but I love to be in my gym, and I love to be inside my business and then talk to everyone, all my teammates, all my team, and that's the type of relaxation I have to spend time most with my family, driving my bike, and spend time with my team.
And when you say bike, you mean motorcycle, or do you mean
motorcycle?
Okay,
yeah.
Fair enough. That's what I figured, because people mountain bike, but I think motorcycle sounds a lot cooler. So where did that interest come from, as far as buying a bike and riding it?
At first, when I got the bike from the UFC 177 with the bonus the night too on the same night. I started getting addicted about Harley Davidson, and now I have everything. When I go ride, I have a cap.
I was gonna say, you're repping them. They should sponsor you with all the free publicity you're giving them.
Yeah, I do a lot of free publicity, but I like it. I like to be driving, relaxing. Driving my bike around my town and especially right here, Edgy, Texas, and I love to do what I do, just to relax.
Excellent. Well, we can't wait for this fight, man. It's UFC Fight Night 126 coming up here February 18th. Diego, I really appreciate the time today. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Okay, I appreciate it, guys. Really enjoying this time, this interview. I appreciate it. And my shout-out always be to the Shack, M&N Off-Road, my nutrition, fit nutrition, and my Valley Deli. I appreciate all the guys' support. I'm really thankful for everything, and my wife to always been there for me and my kids, and God in first, and everything. I appreciate it, And let's go. Get ready for this fight. That's what I wanted.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.